In our weekly Cruise News Roundup, I like to discuss some of the biggest stories in cruising, or at least the ones I find most interesting. This week, I'm going to give you my thoughts on one of the most shocking and disturbing videos of the week. Ahoy, travelers! It's Amy with Cruising from the Ozarks here with your weekly Cruise News Roundup and my thoughts on some of the biggest stories of the week. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It only takes a second, and doing so helps other cruisers find us. We continue to see cruise lines raising prices, which is not shocking considering soaring inflation, paired with most lines still trying to get out from under the debt incurred during the shutdown. I think it would be unreasonable for cruisers to expect prices to remain the same as they were in 2019. I have discussed in the past my frustration with cruise lines that nickel and dime its customers. I've discussed in the past my frustration with cruise lines that nickel and dime its customers. For me, I'd rather lines just raise the base price of the cruise fare instead of taking away various amenities that longtime cruisers have become used to expecting or supplementing crew pay with higher gratuities. I expect costs to go up a little bit, but it's often how lines are doing this that I actually have an issue. In that vein, MSC announced this week that they have raised the price of their drink packages. As some of the most inexpensive drink packages out there, it isn't a shocker that MSC has decided to up the cost. Much like their packages, the changes are confusing, with increases varying from package to package and along with the length of the cruise. The length of the cruise may change what the percentage is that the increase is. They have also made some alterations to the packages that increase what is available to get through each package. I mean, they're not much, it's a little bit, but if you are looking into getting a beverage package while on an MSC cruise, you need to be sure to check out each package carefully to see what is included and what's not. If living on a cruise ship is a bucket list item for you, the first ever 3-year cruise has been announced. Murray Cruises began booking a 3-year-long venture on the MV Gemini that will leave November 1st of this year. It's going to leave from Istanbul and visit 135 countries on all 7 continents. Now, prices are starting out at just 30 grand a year, which is actually fairly affordable when it comes to a world cruise. Now, depending on the reliability of the internet on board the ship, prices as low as $85 a day would open up cruising the world while doing a remote job. If I was working a remote job and I knew the um, internet was going to work well enough, I might be tempted to try a 3-year cruise. I mean, if it didn't mean leaving my family for 3 years, though, that's the downside. Before we get to my thoughts on the most shocking video of the week, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're a new channel and could really use your support to help us reach more cruisers like you. Like, subscribe, and share. It really helps our channel out with the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any future posts. Now, you may have seen the video making the rounds last week where a passenger exposed a cruise member that was hiding in a bathroom stall in one of the women's public restrooms on a cruise ship. Another crew member is notified and then comes in and knocks on the stall door, but the peeping Tom does not come out. And honestly, the crew member that comes in seems more confused about what's going on than actually worrying about solving the problem. Luckily, another female passenger comes to the rescue. She's seen knocking and shouting for the man to come out, and then he finally does. As the man comes out, he could be heard saying, "I was wrong." Now, it's since been revealed that this occurred on the MSC Meraviglia and that the employee was fired. There were also reports that this wasn't the first incident that day from this employee filming from a woman's bathroom. I'm not sure if it was the same one, but apparently there were a couple other incidences that people said that they had with the same guy. A spokesperson for MSC said, quote, "We took immediate action to terminate employment of crew member involvement and support the impacted guests. The safety and comfort of our guests and crew is our top priority, and we have a zero tolerance policy for any misconduct on board our ships. End quote. It appears the crew member has since been deported as well, so at least he won't be filming women on cruise ships again. I'm glad that MSC appeared to act quickly and decisively in this case. Not only is this super disturbing, but the bathroom in question was apparently near the kids' area of the ship, so he could have easily been filming little girls as well, which is just beyond the pale. I mean, disgusting to think about this. Nothing's come out saying that he did that, but this is just a very good reminder to be aware of your surroundings when in a public area and to teach your children to do the same. Now, I hate having to use public restrooms to begin with. For some reason, bathroom stalls in America have this giant gap in the doors so people can see right into the stall. I'm 6 foot tall, and sometimes the stalls aren't very high, so I could actually look over them into other stalls if I wanted to, which is disturbing that people who are tall could do that. Now, now I'm going to have to start worrying about peeping Toms filming from bathroom stalls while on a cruise ship. I'm not even going to discuss how disturbed someone must be to even want to film someone else going to the bathroom. It's disturbing to say the least. I feel like I've said disturbing a lot in this video, and that's because it is. I'm not exactly sure what I would do if something like this occurred, but I do know that I would make sure the man was identified and punished in some way, as well as doing my best to make sure he wouldn't have the opportunity to do it to someone else. And the lady who filmed all of this, that had been being filmed by this man and then summarily filmed and posted it on social media, said that that's all she was trying to do. She wanted to make people aware of this situation and make sure people knew to be vigilant when they were in a public restroom anywhere really. But she wasn't trying to, I don't even think that she named the cruise line specifically. She didn't in the video. I don't know that she did later until it had already come out where the guy worked. She wasn't trying to get the cruise line in trouble or talk bad about the cruise line, because it really isn't the line's fault, and they did do what they could once they discovered that they had an employee that is a perv. It seems like when anything happens on a cruise ship, whether it's something as disturbing as this to a fight breaking out amongst drunk passengers, this it makes the news and the stories go viral. I actually believe this has more to do with how infrequent these cases are than how frequent they are. You can be assured that peeping toms are, unfortunately, not that rare on land. And of course, fights break out in bars all the time. So while we should be alert and aware of our surroundings all the time, land or sea, I don't think that this is something that anyone needs to worry about on their next cruise. It's not that it's happening more often on cruise ships that you're seeing this story go viral. It's all across media and mainstream media too. I saw a New York Post article on it. So it's not just cruise news that's pointing this out, it's actually mainstream news. But it's because it's the video went viral, it has millions of views on it, and because it is a rarity. If we were to see how many times that something like this happens on land, I think we would be very shocked. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this incident. How would you have reacted? Stick around and check out this recommended video, then come back Tuesday for another video designed to help you have an amazing cruise. Have a blessed week, everyone.